everybody? Good morning. Quick update as the money exchange is 57.10. 57.10. It's over 57 now. It is climbing. And I don't know why. I don't need to know why. I just need it to go high. Higher the better. So that's good. Set. Friday morning down here at Phillies, obviously. I got a collar on today. I got some blue kicking. Balibago. Good morning, Balibago. How are you? Bruce. Looks like Bruce, Michigan is on. Hello, Bruce. How's your recovery going? Hopefully you're kicking. Hopefully you're not in any more pain. It's been a while now. It's been a few months, I think. So, back to work first day. Holy shit. Wow, it has been a while. It has been quick. Good for you. Excited to get back to work, I'm sure, aren't you? It's like after a vacation, I was always excited to get back to work. Hells no I was. It was just I had set my mind to say I have to work. So I am excited to get back to work. It's not that you're excited, it's just you need to convince yourself or tease yourself. Vehicle Mundo Marcus, good morning. Paringe Angelo Rosanna Cangeyo Enrique, good morning. Good morning to all you guys, everybody. We got kind of an overcast morning. At least it's not raining. It's been raining so goddamn much here with the typhoons and everything else going on. Ricky USA, good morning. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me good. There's some fan noise I hear from a condenser unit or some hood fan, restaurant hood fan from the kitchens. I can hear rattling. Maybe you can as well, but I hope it's loud enough for everybody. Enrique, what was my major in college? Communications, political science, and journalism. I wanted to be a TV news broadcaster. I did an internship at a local TV station in Duluth, Minnesota when I was in college. I really thought that was going to be the ticket. But then after graduating college with that and being caught up in the party scene, you usually work that job from like 2 in the afternoon till about midnight you get home, because you got the 5 o'clock, the 6 o'clock, the 10 o'clock news that you're trying to pull shit together for. And that's pure party time for me back in the day, so it didn't quite work out. But that was my majors. Yeah, Adrian Smith. I see Adrian. I got my Minnesota, or my USA colors going on right now. Chuck W, good morning. Did you get much of the typhoon in AC? Yeah, we get a lot of rain, David. We don't get much wind, but we get rain for like several days, and that's what we've been seeing. Hello, just cleaning up after my typhoon. Yeah, winds and strong. Oh, you got the winds down there, Wayward. Yeah, we don't get the winds here. Doing better. I'll shoot you a text. Need to get a paycheck. Need to get a paycheck. Okay, Bruce, sounds good. I love the pictures of your school days. Oh my God, that video, I was working on that video for months, on and off, adding B-roll, adding personal stuff. I just thought I gotta get it out. You know, with the rains recently, I hadn't really chased a vlog because of the rain, so I thought I'm gonna complete this. It just needs to be sent rather than sit on it till the next anniversary. I got it done and got it out to you guys. Thank you guys for all the positive responses in regards to my sobriety. It's a message that just needs to be said. There's a lot of alcoholics in this world, a lot of people that are addicted to certain things in this world, and that's just me doing my part. Look at that awesome hat and shirt. Good morning. Yes, Adrian, this is from you. This is all you, my friend. Thank you. Bethpage Black. U.S. versus Europe starts today. I look forward to it. It's going to be amazing. I think the crowds are going to be crazy there in New York. Wow, I wish I was there. Kyle and Lenny, good morning. Audio is good. We can hear you. Good. Thank you, Kyle and Lenny, Washington State. Kuya Tom, good morning. Chuck W, it was a good video. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh, here come the raindrops. We've got pretty good weather. It's actually, it's just got overcast in the last hour. I've been here for like an hour having breakfast and trying to get some things taken care of before I do my lives because I don't want to eat. It's too distracting. So, I really like your last video. Great history of your life. Thank you, Wayward. Yes. Those are the best videos. They're heartfelt, personal. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I'll try to do those more often. My mother had chimed in. It just makes you realize where you got to, where you fell to. As you get older, you start to realize these things and think about them more. When you're caught up in them, you don't. When you're an alcoholic, you obviously don't. When you're addicted to something, you don't. You don't see it. You might hear a little bit of it, but you're more worried about getting your next fix, getting your next drink. It's dominating a lot of your time, you know, and you don't realize it when you're caught up in that. So, enough about that. Those are the best videos. Star Tile, good morning, buddy. At LAX, waiting on a flight to Atlanta. Nice chatting with you. Star Tile, nice chatting with you as well. Oh, LAX, holy cow, you're already all the way to there. I thought you were sober for like 5 years, but didn't think 20 years. Wow, that's an accomplishment. Yeah, Wayward, it's been a long time. And it goes by fast. After those first couple of years, are a real bitch in anything you change and do. But then it's a piece of cake. Mike Foodie, good morning, Mike. Oh my God. Harangue. We got thunderstorms here and flooding. Ooh, not good. Good day, mate. The Sobriety was video. I'm thinking it's gonna make a lot of people rethink their choices. Scamper. I hope so. You know, hopefully a lot of people don't neglect, don't let it ruin their life or take over their life, affect family, friends, financials, all that good stuff. That's the problem with it all. You just justify and you bury feelings and you drink to get over all that. You get through it. So. Get the thumbs ups going on. Kuya Tom ringing out with the thumbs ups. What do we got? 47 people, 11. Yes. So this is kind of a USA versus Europe setup going on. I love watching golf. I'm going to be watching the golf for the next few days on my TV. I hope the US beats Europe. It's going to be a great matchup. The statistics say that Europe should beat us, but the USA crowd, especially in New York, I don't think so. I think it's going to be raucous. It's going to be amazing. These Ryder Cups have got better and better and better over the years. This one is going to be top notch. It's going to be off the hooks, off the rails, crazy. I'm sure, Adrian, you'd agree with me on that. Oh my God. I used to go to all the big golf events in Minnesota with my father. We would buy tickets year in advance or months in advance. We would go there. My dad wasn't very mobile, so we would get him into a spot somewhere around the course. I would sit them down and I would go venture off. I remember one time going to, I think it was the US Open. I dressed up like Payne Stewart. I had knickers on. I had the whole apparel get up. When I pulled into my parents' driveway and got out of my car to jump in my dad's car so that we ran down to Hazeltine or whatever course it was at, I could see the embarrassment in his face. I didn't care. I was kind of that way. I was a little bit loud now and then, I guess you'd say. I don't think he appreciated it as much as I did, but when we got there, I wasn't the only one who had dressed up like that. So I think his embarrassment levels came down. I felt cool. I felt good. A lot of people were you know, thanking me for dressing up like Payne Stewart. If you guys know, Payne Stewart lost his life in an accident when he was at the top of his career. It's too bad. Life is too short. So there again, it's just a message. Life is too short, you guys. Live out every day like it's your last. You know, that's what I try to live by. Somebody's stealing my toast I didn't eat. Crazy. Crazy around here. What do you use for US TV channels? I have a Fire Stick on my TV. Bought it on Lazada for, I don't know, 1,700 pesos or whatever, so I can get all the channels. It renders now and then. It does some crazy shit, but usually the NFL Sundays, which is actually Sunday night at like 1 in the morning, it renders for about the first 10-15 minutes, and then it'll settle down. But I can get all the channels. I can usually watch anything. I can get all the ABCs, NBCs, Fox, Bravos, Smithsonian channels, all that good stuff on my Fire Stick. Nina with the Nina 56. Hey Chad, good morning. Watch the Ryder Cup this weekend, folks. The New York crowds will make it very entertaining. They are going to be off the rails. They had to do the opening ceremonies a day early because Thursday, which it is right now, was going to be inclement, crazy-ass weather. So hopefully it doesn't affect the golf too much, which might push it into Monday morning there, or Monday day for the final rounds. But they'll figure it out. It'll all work out. It's going to be crazy. If you guys don't watch much golf all year long, you're going to maybe want to tune into this. If you're a huge USA fan, you're definitely going to want to tune into this. It's going to be head-to-head matches. It's going to be cheering and booing and harassing. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be a spectacle to see. Enrique, Chad, who was the lady dipping her toast in the hot chocolate? That was Nicole. That was the girl I bought some shorts for this last week. She was here this morning. She is not here right now. She had met somebody. So I'm interested to see how fast she makes it back with a pocket full of money. You know what I'm saying? And how many times a day does Nicole do that? Not my thing, but wow. You can send me a link. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you a link. What you're talking about. It's just, look on Lazada though. You can just put in Fire Stick and you'll see them on there if I forget. It gets to you pretty quickly. Intrepid, thanks for sharing. It opened my mind to hear you talking about sobriety and anecdotes. Yes. Especially here in this town. People don't understand why I'm here. I guess we'll talk a little bit more about this. You don't have to drink anywhere. A lot of people, especially when you're brought up in where I went to college, we needed to drink to socialize, to conversationalize, conversation, lubrication, whatever, all that. People to gain confidence, to approach women, to do things. They need to have a cocktail or two, whatever. Here in this crazy sex-driven, alcohol-driven town, people don't understand why I'm here if I'm a sober guy. You don't need to drink anywhere in the world. You don't need to drink to be happy. I learned that. I thought I did. I was there with your thinking. I was the guy who thought I can't do anything without having a cocktail. I can't go to the bar. I can't sit by myself with a bottle of water, a Coke, Gatorade. The hell you can. You can do anything you want to do. It's in your mind. Change your mind. Change your thought patterns. Get out of those addictions and those crazy thinking patterns. Steve, good morning, Steve. The Angel of Justice. What are your thoughts on Ace? I don't really talk about anybody. If I don't like them, I don't talk about them. There's people that have burned bridges with me that I thought I liked, that I supported, that might have influenced my thinking back in the day. Other vloggers, I don't give a shit what they do. They're ridiculous, if you ask me, but they found their niche, and that's the way they are. They're not going to change. Ricky, I think Nicole would be fun to hang out with sometimes. See, the only problem with someone like that, or a freelancer, or, well, a lot of girls here in town, I guess, is they can't get past the money. There's going to be no relationship there. Even if you're just friends. I don't know how many times a week I hear that or get that ask from Nicole if I would like to join her. No, I just want to be friends. I just want to support you a little bit and get to know you. I don't need to get to know you beyond this setting right here. We're not going anywhere. I might buy you a coffee, a breakfast, a pair of shorts now and then, but above and beyond that, that's your gig. I like to hear about it, but I'm not going to join in it. Yeah, Nicole is a good tour guide. Yeah. See, a lot of them, the personality's kind of missing. They got money on the brain. Some of the girls on Red Street, back to the drinking thing, they drink every night, they party, they start to smoke. I'm sorry, but if you're drinking every day and drinking as hard as some of these girls do, you start to, your personality changes. Oh, look who's here. Not today? You don't feel good? All right, Daisy's here, everybody, but she doesn't feel good. Okay, you look good. Yeah. Okay, Daisy says hi, everyone. Daisy says hi. Boy, it's getting darker. We are going to get rain today. Shit. Something's moving in. Yeah, but some of these girls, I feel sorry for them. I don't know. But again, they have to do what they have to do to support their families. Just talking about that with some friends that were up. We had breakfast at Angel's Bakery. Some of these girls are so young. They were explaining to me how they have taken some of these girls and they are so nervous and so afraid that you could just tell. Shut their eyes, they cry. It's not a good story, but they don't know any different and they are forced into it to support their families. Terrible. Can I get your email? John from Florida. John from Florida, just send me a message on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook. Chubs WC Facebook Messenger. Jesus Christ. Crazy. Bunny Burger going by here in a second with his sporty little bread loaf van. There he goes. I dig that little van. I wouldn't want to go with long trips in something like that, but I have a few girly bar girls that come by after work. We just hang out. Kuya Tom, there you go. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's all you need. It's a friendly relationship. Hear the stories, hear the horror stories, hear whatever. Do you bar find Nicole just for bar hopping or partying? No, I don't pay for that kind of stuff. Nicole, no, I just kind of get to know her, hang out with her, shoot the shit, but no, there's nothing beyond this Phillies with her and I, other than buying her shorts that other day. Good morning. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Get this out. You're eating, you can keep that, otherwise get rid of it. If you had to do it all over again, what would you do in regards to your YouTube channel? Nothing. It's all worked out pretty good. I've learned what I couldn't do in the States because there's too much competition. And here it's just kind of let itself. So if anybody's thinking about doing like a YouTube channel, just get it going, start putting videos out, and eventually it'll steer itself. Some people let it steer at you too much, and you listen to the criticism and the comments, and they want to see other things, but it's up to you as the individual what you want to show and what you want to do. Rendering. Is it just mine? Mike Foodie, it might just be you. I don't have anybody else. It's still clear and coming through you guys? And what is the score to the football game? I saw it was 7-3 here not so long ago. Enrique, and Angeles is a magical place. You mention the name and they appear. Yes. Yes. I saw another vlogger that has that positive interaction in the Philippines. He is in Dumi. Intrepid. Yes, there's a few of us. There's a few that only use other vloggers as their material. And there's other people that are so critical of other people. Those people drive me crazy. They use drama. A lot of viewers don't understand the Al Bundy sense of humor of some of the YouTubers. Yeah. They have some crazy stories, that's for sure. Yes, they do, Tom. I wonder if the girls talk to each other and talk about the men they've been with. How good, how bad, how stinky, how large, how small. I'm sure they do when they've had a few cocktails, but I don't think it's a main topic of their conversation. I hope not, but Chismas is big. Kiss and tell, I guess we used to tell that. We used to call that kiss and tell. Tiger Woods, good morning. Thank you so much for letting him into the past, into your life, and basically into your heart with your sobriety. Thank you so much for that. And Tiger Woods, no problem. It's just something that needed to be said, especially in this town that's such a sexually alcohol-driven community. There are other options. If people need AA, if you think that you're out of control, it's everywhere in the world. Just reach out and find help. Oh, it was rendering and it stopped. Okay. Could be just a crazy connection with the weather coming in. It's definitely getting darker. Overcast more and more right now. Craig Wheatland, hello, how are you from Brisbane, Australia? Good to have you on this morning. Engelbert Salad, good morning to you. How are you guys doing? Let's turn this around and show you the overcast. They got their replay. Soccer, baseball will probably come on here soon on those screens. They weren't on, but 20 minutes ago they just turned them on. Made me think the place was closed, but it's not closed. Kuyatown, they told me they walk out the back when a few Koreans show up because they don't buy them Red Horse. Yeah, I can imagine. Jogu, Intrepid. Wonder is the channel you might collaborate with them. Okay. Dupes in Dumi. In Duma. Going to Osmok City next weekend. Apparently they are opening Angeles City style go-go bars. Oh, okay. David DeGrunt. Good morning, David DeGrunt. Are we gonna get rain? It looks like rain.
My wife said tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, big waves, big winds.
Yeah. We haven't had the winds really yet here, but we've had a lot of goddamn rain.
Yeah, no power. Brownout last night.
Oh, wow. I can't imagine the brownouts and stuff in the provinces. You know, here in Angeles, we don't see much in the way of brownouts. Maybe a few times a year for 10, 15 minutes, maybe a couple planned long hour ones, but they usually give us notice. Yeah.
It's a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was a pain in the ass years and years ago.
All day brownouts.
I gotta go over here and ask them if they're gonna put on the NFL, you guys. Again, those are those awesome TV screens, LED screens. So amazing. But they have no customers, as you can tell. I can see one table of 2 people there, and that's it. Maybe 2 people inside. Wow, it's just so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
Big friggin' TV.
I know. Crazy. Here comes the rain. It's drip dropping.
I think this one's supposed to have as much rain.
Yeah.
We got the last one.
Yeah.
I was outside a time or two and it just like...
Yes. Ricky USA, if you bar find several different girls from the same bar over a period of time, they will definitely compare notes. I'm sure they will. Even just buying ladies' drinks at my MGC. There's one sweetie that I bought a few drinks for last week. I'm gonna pick a different girl. Like today we play pool league there. Sunday we play pool league there on MGC. I'm interested to see the looks and reactions I get when I select a different girl to buy her some ladies' drinks. There's gonna be nothing beyond that. Plus, I don't want to shit where I eat. Is that the phrase? It's not like I want to bar find a bunch of girls for the bar that I play at. So, JD Off Course, good morning, Chad, Angeles City. Hope this one misses us. Yes, good morning, JD Off Course. I think I let you guys know there's a car show at the new mall, the City Front Mall. I don't know how or where they're going to have these cars. I haven't seen much in the way of advertising, so it may have dropped off. But there's supposed to be a car show at the City Front Mall, which is the mall along Perimeter, Fields Avenue here, the backside that you can walk through to now. I will try to film and find out if the car show is actually happening. I don't know if they're going to put them in the mall on all the levels, if it's going to be in the parking ramps, it's going to be in the front. We'll find out. Fabs Vids, arrive on Sunday. What do you think? No typhoon, maybe rain? Yeah, we won't get much more than rain here. I don't see. Oh, here comes the rain as we speak. Umbrella sales are going to go up here in the next few minutes. Intrepid, yes, correct. That's like Chubs here and myself. Not too old and not too young, and with sensible budget to enjoy early retirement. Absolutely, that's the way to go. Edgar Cruz is in the house. Hello, Edgar. How are you? How is Jeannie? How's the States? Are you watching golf? I don't think you're a big golf fan, but the Ryder Cup is happening right now in New York. Does Dr. A have generator backup at your place? No, he's got solar backup for some of the lights, but there's no generator backup. So, like I said, there's not much in the way of brownouts here in Angeles for very long. If it seems like it's going to be a long one, I would definitely leave. If it's going to be 5-6 hours, I would definitely plan ahead and disappear. That happens only a couple times a year where they announce certain brownouts. James December, regular guy has our mock in his top 7 places to meet Babaroonies. Yes. Just met a vlogger in Tagalog Black Man in the village. His channel kind of cool to meet other vloggers. Yeah, there are vloggers all over the Philippines, all over the world. It's nice to come in contact and meet up now and then. Cross paths, I should say. I think Marcos, Overstay Roads here in town. I keep missing him. He's the only one around that I've never met. Well, there's some new ones all the time that I haven't met. He's one of the ones that I haven't met that I'd like to meet here before too long. Seems like a nice guy. Never shit where you eat. It will broadcast your business to everyone. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm coming over in January. Would like to meet. I would like me to bring you some Vegemite. Yeah, Craig. No. I think I finally threw out the Vegemite container. I even bought a hat to go along with it, but I never really used it in a vlog. It was a Lazada hat for like 12 pesos, so it was a piece of shit anyway. But no thank you on the Vegemite. Learned my lesson how to put it on. Not as thick as I had because I ruined it, but that's okay as well. Oh my God, Nicole is back. Nicole is back. I mean, that's like a 45 minutes or an hour. Oh my God. Vegemite. James December regular guy didn't mention the bars. Tacloban in his list and Butuan. I'm live here. You want to say hi or no? What are you talking about? You just got back, girl. Yeah, I know I see how you work. You need 100 pesos so you can buy some snacks. Let's ask Macdo here. You got 100 pesos for this wonderful little girl?
No, but I do got this. Sorry. It's all that small stuff I got.
You're crazy. You got a pocket full of money right now.
Who, me?
No, her.
Her probably. Busy girl, huh?
Man. See how that works around here? Slick, aren't they? Man.
Give her money and she runs away.
And she runs away. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
That's never happened to me before.
Would you like to bring me some veg? Okay. I know. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Marcos was at ABC Hotel a couple days ago. Yes, I did see that on the roof or whatever. He was partying and having a good time. I still need to go to one of those Sunday parties before our Miko's pool leaves, because that's when they all come over to Miko's afterward. Yes, good morning to you. Hello, Dansoy. Hello, hello. I'll be doing a video next weekend going with brother-in-law. There you go. Oh my God, they don't even have time for a shower, Mike Foodie. No. No. It would have to be arrive to my place, take a shower, and then get out, or take a shower and leave. I don't know. Showers are important. They're always working. Yes, they are. She already sent the other money to the village. That could be Chuck W. I think you're right. Put that in their Gcash and send it immediately. Immediately. No shower, they clean like a cat. Yeah. Or somebody cleaned them like they're a cat. Gross. You pay them, they let you lay them. Isn't that the way you dudes do that in the city? This is why I love BGC, upscale area. Hawk, you could be right. Maybe it was just a mouthwash situation. Could be. It's all in the working out of the details with the mama sons. That's why bars are probably better than these freelancers. You work it out with a freelancer. You never know what kind of repercussions are going to come from that. Bar fines, if you got issues, at least you can go back to Mama Son or the bar and try to figure something out. But, wow, that was crazy.
I just come up with a good saying. Freelancers are like a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's true. True. You don't know what you're going to get. Like a box of chocolate. 85 people, 36 thumbs ups. How many are you going to watch the golf this weekend? A bunch of y'alls. And football, what is the score? I can look. Looks like 7-3. I can kind of peek around there. I dropped my Seattle defense today. Probably should have kept them on, but I picked up the Lions defense to run. They're playing Cleveland, I believe. Cleveland? I thought that the Lions defense would do better for me points-wise than Seattle. And Seattle looks like they're holding it to a one field goal game right now. So it may backfire. That's the problem, or the excitement about fantasy football is you make the picks that you think are going to be best for your team. I am 3-0 in our league. I've been doing well, knock on wood. That's usually, or not usually, but I have had many a season where I start out spectacular. Injuries or something changes about mid-season for your fantasy teams, and I may not even make the playoffs. So, knock on wood there. James December, Nicole is working the crowd. Yes, she is. This is kind of her corner of the market this time of the day. So, you know where to find Nicole if you are interested. Fun gal. I'm building an outdoor shower with hot water for my wife since our house is still under construction. Any tips since you were in construction? They used to sell... They used to sell on eBay these big black bags that you fill with water or you collect rainwater. If you can put it in an area where the sunlight hits it, and that black bag will heat that water up on its own. You don't need to heat it. Direct sunlight though, and that water will always be warm enough that you're not cringing, not like well water, which can be extremely cold in Minnesota. Water out of the ground here isn't as cold because it's such a hot country. But that's the only thing I'd recommend. I wouldn't want to put power outside somehow in the same proximity as water. You're running a whole different risk there. Maybe others will have a suggestion for you in regards to an outdoor shower like that for warm water. Good morning, where are pretty Daisy this morning? Paul, Philippines. Randall H, hello to you. Paul, Philippines. Daisy's here, but she's sick and she doesn't want to be on. I don't understand that. What does sick have to do with it? She doesn't have to say much. She just has to look pretty. Yeah, actually, her personality is awesome. So, let me show you a. What do you got there, MacDo?
Ham and cheese omelet.
Ham and cheese omelet. Can I show your beautiful shirt? And you? This is MacDo, everybody. You guys might recognize him from around town. Ham and cheese omelet with American fries. I got the Spanish omelet yesterday. I wasn't happy with it. I like the ham and cheese. The Spanish has got bell peppers and ham and stuff, but it was more. No. Well, good. That looks good. Why do we call him MacDo? It's just easier for the girls to remember that name.
Everybody loves MacDo.
Everyone loves MacDo.
And it's
a good choice of name. Love that. What's your name? MacDo. Oh, MacDo. I love MacDo. Every time you walk in a bar, MacDo. I see no point in drinking non-alcoholic beer. Just a thought, Hector Gubat. No, I did that for a while after sobriety. I don't know, just for the taste. But it's a mind trick, and they don't taste as good. And no, that was a waste of some money. Just get a water or whatever else to drink. There's no reason to really get a non-alcoholic. And some of them were horrible. I don't know. I never found one I liked. It's not like, I think I went into a liquor store 2-3 times and bought a 12-pack of non-alcoholic. Just a waste. I just bought that water bag. It's cool, same thinking. There you go, Wayward. That's what I'd recommend. As long as you got some direct sunlight, even just air temperature will keep that pretty good, but if you can get that black bag in the sunlight, it's going to make it even more enjoyable. Maybe a solar panel to juice the tankless water heater. That would be good. Solar. I'm sure he's got some solar out there. Everybody in the province should have solar as a backup or just to assist in your electrical. Bama in the Philippines. Hey, good morning. Looks like you're not in the storm area. Yeah. I thought today we weren't going to see rain or anything, that the clouds were higher and thinner. But we definitely have overcast, shitty something going on. Good morning. Wait, let me turn it back around. Hang on, get over here. We got to get you on. There he is. Subscribe, like. There you go, thank you.
Join chubs.
Yes, join the Chub Club. It's very minimal. Yeah, there's our overcast, our wet streets. It's just drizzling. The thinner, higher clouds are still going to produce rain, it looks like. But I think we're getting towards the end of this whole rainy, typhoon, crazy-ass weather. Thank God. It's been a while.
This time of year, you can walk out the door, there'll be a beautiful clear sky with a couple of clouds, and 5 minutes later,
Yes.
boom!
Yes. Wait 5 minutes, it changes. Mike Foodie, my dad loved the taste of beer, alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Yeah, my uncle was that way. He just loved beer. That's probably why he had a beer in his hand 24/7. Hey, good morning. Looks like you're not in the strong ale here, Ricky. Cali non-alcoholic beverage, pineapple flavor is good. Doesn't try to taste like beer. See, they never had anything like that. They don't have apple beers and all that. Back when I quit 20 years ago, they didn't have the hard ciders. I think it just started around that time. Mike's Heist hard ciders and shit. So maybe I would have found one that's flavored that I liked, but Enrique, 91 viewers, 43 thumbs up, 94, 46 thumbs ups. That's a good amount of people. I appreciate everybody. I like that we're almost at 100 every one of these. We peaked at 200 back in the day, 200 and some back when we had split, and it was the beginning of our lives. Now, with football and everything else going on, the numbers have dropped, but that's all right. Edgar, any updates on Eric and Mercy? No, nobody knows. Some people had rumored that they're hiding in Puluamzik. Nobody's seen them around town. It's hard to say. Hard to say what and where and how it all transpired, but I know that the hotel out there, Rosa Hotel, is very, very slow. I don't see customers there ever. I barely see cars spending the night there. I hope that they survive. Hello, Chad and Mom H. Hello, Chad and Mom H. I'm not sure what that means, David. What's my age? My age is 56 years old. Congrats on your 88th birthday. We both have same birthday. Paul, Philippines. Thank you. Actually, it's January 15th. It took me several months to get that video to put together and put it out. Worked on it. Now that we have rained so much, I actually was able to complete it because I wasn't able to do much in the way of other vlogs. So, no. Traveler, for your information, good at La Grande residence. Yes, Mike Foodie would be able to explain what it's all about. Mike Foodie's a permanent resident of La Grande when he comes this way. Robert McMahon, hello Chad, good morning. When's the dry season in Angeles City? Should start probably in the next 3 weeks. We need sunlight, we need the rains to stop. The best time to be here is over the holidays. The temperatures are good from, October through January, I think they say. That's the best temperate climates. We won't sweat as much. The sun will be out. And then it goes into super hot, shitty season. So, I like the rainy season. So much cooler. It's like 78 degrees. Absolutely. I don't mind the rainy season either. Plus, it washes all the stink and the crap in these gutter systems and stagnant waters. And cleans the whole place up. It's like a baptism, a once a year, several month cleaning. Mama in the Philippines, we are considering solar. Our well is on electric pump, and when we lose power, we lose water. Yes. I think Ann's family was the same way. They had powered pump. I don't even think they had solar backup, so they were like you. Once the power goes out, you're limited. And sometimes the power would go out for several hours there. 20 years. Yes, James, December, 20 years. Thank you. John Allen, good morning, John. How are you? How's that car sales going? Did you sell that hot rod of yours? Paul Senior, elderly girlfriends. Mike, Philippines, 71 age, daughter 13 age. Oh, okay. We're doing room service many nights at La Grande. Good. At least during your lives, you have loyal watchers. Absolutely. Andy H, what's up, Andy H? Welcome to the chat. We got football kicking right now. We got NFL for the next several days, and we got Ryder Cup golf, PGA golf, USA versus Europe. Exciting times in the world of golf right now. Nothing better. They say this is the most exciting golf event of the season. I like the Masters as well, but the Ryder Cup only comes around, what, Adrian, 2 years, 3 years? I think it's every 2 years. It used to be on the even year, and then COVID messed it up. Now it's on the odd years. That is why I'm wearing the blue dry fit, blue USA, Europe. I hope you lose bad. Now, I hope it's good matches and good golf rounds and a lot of fun for the spectators and the New York community and the world. So that's what I hope. The heckling and the joking and the good time camaraderie. This is when the golfers get to play as teammates. They play individual all year long in these tournaments. This is the time of the year that they get together and they represent their respective countries in team play as well as individual. There's also individual play. Exciting though, very exciting times. I'm looking a little glossy, sweaty. It's not sticky though. It's a good temperature right now. At least the sun's not out. The sun comes out and it gets very hot. Andy H, loyal viewer here. You know it. I see you all the time. I see all the same names, and that's what's great. You guys watch all my videos. I get a lot of the same commenters. And I appreciate all of you guys. I think I have the best following of all the vloggers anywhere here in Angeles City especially. You guys are the best. I don't know how many times a day I have people stop me and say hello, and I like that. And I've always been given positive criticism as to my vlogs. In fact, I don't recall anybody ever coming up to me and telling me I'm an asshole and that I'm stupid and what I've talked about and what I've shown is not what they want to see and stuff like that. I get idea offers a lot, but you guys are so respectful, great following, great community here. It's working out perfect. So.
Once you get a free breakfast every once in a while.
I get a free meal now and then, absolutely. But I like that now that the businesses have recognized and they actually reach out and they say, will you come and do a vlog? We'll get you some free food. Perfect. Absolutely. I got no problem with that. So if you're a local business, a hotel, a bar, a restaurant, anything, reach out. You don't have to offer me food or anything to entice me. Just let me tour your facility and show some things for the viewers. It'll help both of us. It gives me good content, plus it gives you some free advertising. Wayward, I love room service at Pacific Breeze 24/7, which is amazing after coming back from the bars. Yes, I can imagine. John Allen, Chevy dealership gave me $37,500. Hated to see it go, wanted to cry. You wanted $40,000. You got $37,500. So you're talking $2,500. Of course, they got to make a little profit. I'm so glad that you sold that, John. That's a great amount. It's still a really good amount. You know what? I learned that when you have personal possessions that you think that they're worth more than they are. In other people's eyes, they don't see the value that you think it's worth. So don't feel bad about that, John. You still made a good penny. They'll make a profit if they sell it. That's just the way the economy works. Good for you. Good. Now, see? When I sold everything, I sold it at less than value. I just needed to move it. I didn't want to sit on things very long, and I didn't like dealing with people all the time. If you mark something down low enough, it's going to move fast and it's over. You put something at a level that you think that you can get for it, well shit, then you got 100 people coming and asking 8,000 questions and wanting to see it and everything else. Mark it down, move it as is, gone. Sports, boxing, bets. David. Yeah, you can place bets here somewhere. Used to be able to do it in the Penthouse Hotel. I think Casino Filipino, you might still be able to make some bets. Hector Gubat, I like watching LPGA. There are some hot golfers in the tour. Oh my God. That's one thing my father and I like to watch as well as the girls. They all seem to retire early and don't really come back. Lorena Ochoa's, Annika Sorenstam's. They have children. I understand that. Some of them do come back. You know, whatever happened to the girl that used to wear pink all the time? Can't remember her name. Adrian, if you're out there, you can help me out with that. Who's the girl that always wore pink? Very attractive. I'll think of it. Like to attract the girls. Korean golfers are very attractive. Yes, they are. The angel does. You made a statement in your other live stream that Ace is not well liked in English City and he should be looking over his shoulder while walking around. Do you believe Ace is in some type of danger? Well, no, it's just that these vloggers badmouth people, and if some of these girls have cousins, boyfriends, or whatevers, and you're badmouthing them and you're labeling them, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to get on the bad side of any Filipino here. Anybody can come after you and accuse you of certain things, and you can get locked up, even if it's not true. So that's kind of what I meant. Is just don't be disrespectful. We're not from here. We're guests. So I don't understand why these people resort to drama and being disrespectful to other people here. You know, I can understand maybe being disrespectful to other tourists, to other Americans, because they need that drama for their views, because they're not creative enough and they don't know what to really put out there. They're not driven to find other events or other topics. There's a bar in BGC that has a bay of golf simulators. Not sure if it's still around. There's some golf simulators here as well. TR on my pool league team has been to them numerous times. They said they're amazing. I always see police sitting across the street. The place must be their hangout right there. Yes, absolutely. Police presence. You didn't used to see very many police around here, blue shirts, until the election time, and then there was an overabundance. I still see police here around town since the new mayor and the new city hall members and everything, so that's a good change. There's a lot more security. There's always been security everywhere, but there hasn't been much in the way of actual police, and the patrols are hard and heavy these days. Police always have normal posts, but right now many of them are training. Yeah, there's a lot of them in training. A lot of them without guns. I've seen a lot of them with guns lately. So, Eho is showing the Ryder Cup there. Phillies. No, we got the NFL on right now. I'm sure they will turn it on if you want them to later on. And they could probably separate some of these TVs to turn on the Ryder Cup as well. I know T-Backs will have golf on because that's a golf community hangout. There's police right now going by as I so speak with his gun. I wonder if Nicole would be a good caddy. I don't think so. She'd be asking for money every single hole. Crazy. That's why I like my personal possessions, gold and silver coins. You'll always get melts from a good dealer. Yeah, there you go. Vehicle Mundo, how much did you sell Ellie for? She was a sweet ride. $25,000. I walked into a dealership. I made the mistake of saying, well, they asked me, what do you need to get for your car? So I said, well, I'd like to get at least 25. Within 2 minutes, I was gone with a check for $25,000. I should have said more. That was when the market was screwy. COVID had locked down the chips for new cars. It was a buyer's market, a seller's market. Everything I got top dollar for all the way across the board, anything I was selling. But I think I paid a little less than that, years before, and sold it for more than I had bought it for. LPGA was canceled due to rain last weekend in Arkansas. Okay. Raymond Mundos, Paula Kramer. There it is, Paula Kramer. Why couldn't I think of that? She was such a sweetheart. I don't know her golf was that good, but she sure was sweet and cute to look at. I had many girls that I fell in love with in the LPGA. I can't think of their names, but there were many, 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 many. Yes, thank you, Raymond. Good to have you on the chat, Raymond. Mayor of Angeles will be back here in a month. So I'm worried I'll have a bunch of test pilots wanting to go for a spin if I sell my car. Yeah, that's the problem with that. Test drives aren't that bad, but they're going to want to step on it. So I recommend if you're going to show them the performance, the ultimate performance, you do that. Do not allow others to step it up, or you're going to end up with a twisted car. Or just tell them that you never really step it up. And if they want to purchase it, they can experience it on their own. But I hear you there, Mike. Angeles City Expat Rentals. Todd is on. Another rainy live from Phillies with Class A4 typhoon coming through later today. Bet you're glad you kept the car with all the rain. Todd, absolutely. You are so correct. Talked about getting rid of it numerous times, and Todd always reconfirms that you will miss it in hot season or rainy season. And that is so true. So, Todd, let's hit up Monday, Tuesday. I'm sorry I hadn't reached out yet, but Monday or Tuesday, let's try to line something up. I'll message you. I keep saying that, but I get so damn busy sometimes. I'm sorry. Bill Bronson, female golfer, Paula Kramer. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, Paula Kramer is the girl. Where did she go? What happened? That's what happens with female golfers. They just disappear. I think they have children or something happens and then just never come back to the game. Plus their husbands are probably, working good jobs or working at least, so they don't need to play golf for an income. James December, Gold GX and VGC. I think it's still there. Michelle Wee, remember her? She came on the circuit very, very young. Actually played in the Masters, I think, one year when they had all that controversy about equality, men and women. She's had her struggles over the years, up and down. Lydia Ko is another one that joined the LPGA very, very young. She's a beautiful young Asian woman. Small, very small. A lot of power in that little package. I think you're right, Kevin. Michelle Wee. I don't think she plays much. I think she's more of a commentator. Angeles of Justice Chubs. Who are your top 5 Angeles City bloggers, past and present? I would say the only one I have respect for. No, I have respect for all of them, but Harry the Horse. Probably the single most important influencer here in Angeles City. Jimmy D, back in the day, started all this before any vlogging or internet or computers were around. He did it all handprint, printed letters, handed out booklets, pamphlets, whatever it was. He was in the Blue Book. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple, 2-3 months ago. I did get a chance to interview him before he died. He's the one, the only one. Other vloggers around here do great. They have their own niches. They come and go. I'm not really going to name who and whatever. That doesn't matter to me. I don't need to be the number one. I don't need to say who's best and who's not. I just give them all respect. If respect is due. If it's not due, then I don't give them respect. I don't even talk about it. Michelle Weege, age 26, country of birth, Hawaii. Mike Foodie, female beach volleyball uniforms are the best though. Yes, they are, those little skimpy shorts. And they gotta be skin tight so that the sand don't get up in the old scratch box. Oh, that could be irritating. Hang on, I gotta go clean out my shorts so I don't get grit burn. So he did his top YouTube. There you go. There you go. Tune into the ugly tourists. He recently did his top YouTubers. I wasn't on it. Yeah. Paula Kramer got married and had a daughter. Okay. Thank you, Bill. That's usually what happens. I think there's a Stacy Lewis was a top U.S. golfer. Had a child or two, disappeared, came back. Didn't come back as strong, but then again, the competition picks up. So, 103 people, 59 thumbs ups. Thank you, you guys. What's the score of the football game? Looks like they're on commercial break. Have you guys ever had tonsil stones? It's something that accumulates down around your tonsils. I've had a scratchy throat because of the rains kept the pollution levels high, so I've had this scratchy throat lately. I just had a little tonsil stone probably about 5-6 minutes ago in the saliva where I spit it out. Sometimes you'll cough and you'll get this little stone that comes up into your mouth, and you wonder, where the fuck did that come from? I used to get those all the time when I was, I don't know, years ago. Remember one time I was coughing and I got a tonsil stone that came up into my mouth, and I coughed and I launched it and it stuck to whoever I was talking to. It stuck to his face. Tonsil stones stink too. I mean, it's something that's festering and building up in your throat somewhere. Man, I'll never forget that. And then I didn't have tonsil stone issues for a while. So I don't know if that was my breakfast, the kind that got stuck there when I coughed. I think it's the tonsil stone because my voice is changing right now. So something's broke free. Yeah, tonsil stones. Man, I don't know what the hell that was from back in the day, but they used to be an issue. 21-28. What? Bills? James, what are you watching? It's Seattle versus Arizona right now. You might be watching a replay. My throat's getting better, by the way. It just takes time. Plenty of liquids. Not the alcoholic kind. I used to medicate with alcohol whenever I get sick. I just need to drink more. I'll feel better. Yeah, you'll feel better, but it's not going to help. Todd was a big friend. He was a friend to Jimmy D, Harry the Horse. Rest in peace, Jimmy Dale, aka Harry the Horse. It was a pleasure spending time with you in my early days here. Learned a lot from him. One of the original owners of Phillies before being part of Envy. Yes, I remember talking about that. Harry the Horse and partners opened up Envy, which is now Hammer Resto Bar over here. It opened before COVID. They never got a chance to see profits because COVID hit. After COVID hit or ended, the bar never recovered to a point, tourism never recovered to a point that they were able to make a profit. So they eventually shut down Envy, sold out. Now the Hammer Resto and Cafe is in that location. Maybe Harry's overlooking this place right now and has something to do with the low customers as a payback or something, but yeah, Harry the Horse, you guys. Amazing influencer in his own right back in the day. What a history he had in the military. The contest, the talent shows, singing, acting. That interview with Harry, I think I turned it into a 2-3 part because it was so long. Awesome guy. He could tell a story. His history and what he had seen in his days here were amazing. It was probably the most influential, important influencer, if that's what you want to call it back then, than anybody who's ever come to Angeles City. Unfortunately, times have changed and not many people know about Harry the Horse, Jimmy D. They sure did back in the 70s and 80s. Rest in peace, Harry the Horse. (14-7). There it is. 14-7. John Daly, also University of Arkansas. John Daly, I used to wear his loudmouth clothing all the time. Not his, what he used to endorse and wear. I bought all that crazy ass shit and wore it all the time and loved it. The only problem with that stuff is though it was like cotton. It was very hot. It was like canvas. It was very thick and heavy to wear. Till later years it got down to this dry fit material, which is the way to go here in the Philippines, or definitely when you're golfing, because golfing can get very hot. John Allen, 14-7, Seattle's up. Dolphins and Bills. James Gravel, yeah, electricity is back on and Wi-Fi, nice. 24, Arizona, 3, Seattle. Yes, okay. Angel of Justice, Phillies, original owner from the Philippines, thus the name of Phillies. I saw a video of Phillies back in the 70s. I think this place was called Phillies back then. Long time ago. Mark Lindley, you get an adrenaline rush riding that motorbike around with all that crazy driving. That would take a minute to get accustomed to. Not an adrenaline rush. You have to be constantly aware, especially here. You don't know what's going to jump out in front of you and all that. The videos that I put out with the driving involved look worse than it is. It is bad. But no, I don't get an adrenaline rush because I'm always focused on everything. You have to be constantly aware of your surroundings and prepared to stop on a dime. Hands are always on brakes and everything. I still need to put out a video on what to be aware of driving car versus motorbikes. I started it and then I lost all my footage, so I have to do that again. But it can be an adrenaline rush. Yes, it can. Rain has stopped. Ground's drying out. Kevin Aggie, I thought it was long due that he had the heat on to like 100 in his place. Then I remember in the interview, oh my God, older people need, I don't know. My dad used to have the house way cold in the summer and then hot in the winters. Maybe not so much in the winters. I remember going to relatives' houses and it was always way hot. Usually older people need it hot. I don't understand that. Angela City, I see they are showing football soccer on the big hammer screen. Looks like it was started American football, it would be full. Yeah, I don't know if that's just highlights, Todd, or if it's pre-recorded from months past. I think it's just pre-recorded stuff. I mean to go over there and talk to them and ask them if they'll put on, if they ever plan on putting on sporting events live. They really need to have sporting events live to make a buck over there. People are confused. Score is Seahawks 14, Cardinals 3. Oh man, maybe I should have kept with that defense, but. Angel of Justice, you have to give credit where credit is due, like him for not building the Philippines, put Angela City on the map when it comes to YouTube. He was here, he was probably the only one here during COVID. So, a lot of people tuned into YouTube back in the day. Wayward, I remember that interview with Jimmy Dale, good video also. In that video, we learned Anne's birthday. She didn't want to lie to him, right? Yes. John Allen, you're right. Mundo, it is 14-3. Fab Bids, UFA should have a friendly golf match and have viewers contribute paces in the game, and the winner takes winnings to the bar and buys drinks for the ladies. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good golfer, I've heard. That's good. Dan Soy, driving test, old man and kid in street. What do you hit first? The brakes? The brakes, yes. You don't want to hit anybody here. It would cost you a lot of money. So, yes. They would expect a lot of cash from you. John, maybe they have not reached sobriety like Chad has. So scores are fluid in their minds. There you go, Marcus. Marcus, what is that Corvette of yours again? Let me know. It's a C8. Is it the step up from the Stingray? I forget what you got, but you have a beautiful black C8 Corvette. And do you want to divulge how much that new C8 cost? And what is the cost of a Z06 supercharged C8 these days? You ever try doing a live at Tequila Reef on its vlogger stoop? No, I've thought about it, but other people's were using that and then they weren't. So I don't know what the issues were there, but
Still in the Philippines used to vlog.
yeah. Philo was doing some in the last year. He was going a couple times a week, I believe, from there. I like Tequila Reef, but I don't really hang there. I'm not. I like this corner better opposed to the Tequila Reef. This has more traffic than that does over there. A lot more to watch, a lot more to see. The guys like Tequila Reef because of the turnover girls that come by there, and there's always girls walking by there. It's a great place, but no. Anglo City Expat Rentals, the Angel of Justice. No, the original owners were mainly Australian, with Mark and Peter owning the largest shares. The manager, who had no ownership at first when they owned from their when they opened, was from Philadelphia. Okay, there you go. How long ago was that, Todd? Because I remember seeing Phillies in a video, and it had to have been like the 80s, maybe? Was it 70s? I think it was 80s. I know this has been a Phillies spot for a long time. Like a hat head. It's cool enough today that I can actually keep wearing this and not overly sweat. It's like shoes here in the Philippines. I need to wear sandals. I need to have open-toe shoes to acclimate my body temperature. Just like a hat. If you always wear a hat, you keep the heat in. This one at least is breathable. You can see through it. Other ones that Adrian has given me are dry fit material, which is great. The old real thick, heavy cotton hats, not good. Wearing socks and shoes constantly, I can't do it. I overheat. I don't like that feel. I don't like being sweaty all the time and overheating. Plus it makes my feet break out in some kind of fungus shit. So, not good. Craig Whelan, did you ever go back to Excess to catch up with the girl that you liked? Nope, I gave up on that girl. There's reasons for that. There's reasons. So no, I never did. She knew people that I don't care for that are involved with other people that I know. So it's just like, no, not happening. Ace and Marcos like golf, so the YouTube vlogger golf tournament. Place your bets. Who would win? Chase Either Marco and the Ugly Tourist. There you go. Wonder if you bought a personal jeepney, if you drive around the city, people would jump in. Probably. I wouldn't want a jeepney. I would want a little Tamiya or Takia or OTJ. Little Jeep. I think that would be awesome. Something like that fits in this community, this culture. Eventually I'll have one of those, and I will give free rides to all the beautiful women whenever, wherever they want to go. Absolutely. So let's start a Chad Tamiya Takia fund to get him into one of these Jeep. No, I can't buy one now because I don't have a garage. So I need to have a garage. My blueberry car is taking a beating sitting in the sun. It needs a scrub and wax, but I have covers for it, but I don't like having a cover on the car. Scratching possibilities, plus the cover I bought blows off. That's why you don't want to buy new here, unless you have a garage or somewhere you can put it under cover. Here he goes. Here's Vehicle Mundos with the information I'm looking for. I don't think Tequila Reef Internet isn't as good as Phillies. I think you're right. $1.60. The trike park in front of Tequila Reef, so alive, is a little annoying. Yes, I remember seeing some videos where they're in the way. Vehicle Mundo bought a 2024 Stingray Chevy Corvette Z51 Coupe Carbon Flash Metallic with black and red interior. Only $92,650 sticker. Minnesota annual license tabs are $1,200 per year. That bugs me more than car prices. When Jesse Ventura was our governor, he made car tabs the same price across the board. Now it's back to the newer the car, the higher the tabs are each year. And if I'm not mistaken, we have to buy tabs for our vehicles every single year. In Delaware, when I lived there, you could buy like 3-year tabs. You only had to go in every 3 years, and it was like less than $100 for a new car. Minnesota, they get you. Minnesota has some of the highest taxes in the nation. That's something that drives everybody crazy. Sure, it's a clean, beautiful state and all, but things had changed, and that tabs thing was always a pain in the ass. So you know, the newer the newer the car you buy, the higher the yearly tabs are going to cost you. So that has an influence on what you're going to buy, when, and how. Thank you for that information. That's good stuff. $1,200 a year. That reminds me of like property taxes. You didn't escrow, or is that the right word? Where you include your property taxes into your monthly mortgage. I think it's escrow. I didn't do that one time for a few years, and I was having to go pay my property taxes twice a year, come up with $1,200 or $1,500 or $2,000 every 6 months to take care of property taxes. Property taxes are crazy high in Minnesota as well. Angel of Justice Chubs chooses not to eat at breakfast and do live streams at Tequila because his YouTube competition like streams and eats breakfast there. Yeah, if I don't like people, I just don't go around them. So that may be a reason. I like Tequila Reef, but they can have that spot. They can come here. They can do that as well. Phil's opened around 2011. Phillies opened around 2011. Before that, it was Submarine Grinders Sandwich Shop. His partner's name was Phil, not Peter. Phil was there, Darwin, Australia. Okay, I swear I saw a Phillies sign in a 80s video. I'll see if I can find that video, screenshot that. But that's made me wonder, because I didn't know Phillies was around back then. Maybe it was another bar, but it sure did look like this corner. Z06 is maybe going now for $115,000 and up. Sales are tanking on the Z06, and now people want ZR1 model, which came out. Yes. Okay. Expensive. Really don't think YouTubers are in competition. Do you think some YouTubers are in competition? I think some people think that they are. I don't think that way. But a lot of people think that way, and they get jealous of the numbers that people are producing. I know Anne's lives drive somebody down in Chirigo crazy because he doesn't understand how she can have 123,000 views for a live video when he seldom reaches any numbers close to that. So a lot of people, yes, they become jealous of other YouTubers. And that's too bad. Zell Burton, good morning. Good morning to you, Zell Burton. What are tabs? Is that tabs on the veteran? I got a 2-year tab for free in Florida on my new car. Yeah, that's the yearly. You have to show the present year. It goes by like a month. It's every month. If your car tabs are due in March, you need to have it on your car before the 1st of March. There used to be like a 10-day grace period where you could go into March 10 days or the following month 10 days. But that's like licensing for your license plates, so they know that you are legit. You have to have up-to-date license plates. Lake Foodie, here in Ontario, Canada, we don't pay for license plate stickers, tabs anymore. Oh, that's nice. That would be nice. I don't know how else they get you, but that's a huge revenue for the state. Focus on Asia. We're better to ask that question to Philly in the Philippines. Yeah. Angeles City expat rental properties before Phillies was Subdelicious. Subdelicious. Such a pretty name. Subdelicious. Oh, ladyboys. Coming through in her rainbow outfit. And Nicole. Hi, Nicole. You little crazy girl, you. Morning, Chubs and crew. Focus on Asia. JR is in the house. JR. Who you playing this weekend? Fantasy football, JR. I forgot who I'm playing. I changed my defense. And it may backfire on me. We'll see. We'll see how Detroit's defense does this week. English is pretty sure Phillies was there in 2009 when I visited. I gotta find that video. I'll do a screenshot. I swear there was some kind of Philly something back in the 80s. John Weston remodeling in 2009-10, opening in 11. Okay, focus on Asia. You are correct. I do remember Phillies being there around 2009. Jack Beanie. I agree with Focus on Asia. I remember it then. I just did my second live and got 64 viewers and 4 new subscribers. I was extremely happy. Wayward. Live streaming. Any kind of streaming is the way things are going these days. If you find a live YouTube on your phone and you scroll up, you will find hundreds of lives going on any time of the day. I followed one girl here in the Philippines. I don't remember her channel name, but she sat there and she eBay, and she would put on certain outfits once people donated or super thanks her. But otherwise, she sat there and stared at the people's comments until people would actually pay her money to perform. I didn't like that, but it's the way of the future. That's why I'm doing 2 lives, box in the weekends. Tell you about what's coming up on the weekend and then tell you how the weekend went on Mondays. Streaming is definitely huge and will become and is part of the future here. 64 viewers, that's good. What are we at? 102 right now, 68 thumbs ups. Every car has a license plate. Every year you need to renew your plates and pay fee to get new tabs, which are little stickers you put on the edge of your plate to prove that you have purchased. Phillies Open 2010. Morning, Chubs. You plan to visit any popular islands? I plan to travel Luzon here after rainy season. Car's ready. Just need to clean it up. I'll be hitting different towns and areas around Luzon before I do any traveling to other islands again around the Philippines. I'll probably hit Thailand before I go anywhere else around the Philippines. Right now, live is, yeah, ladyboy. It's just crazy. We gotta look though, right? It just has that tainted vision though, because you know there's a penis involved. Sure, the ass and the body is nice, but there's a penis involved.
Yeah.
It just fucks it up.
Just ain't
Pardon
right.
the language, you guys. Pardon the language.
It just ain't right.
It just ain't right. It ain't right.
It was good looking.
Yeah. They're top notch. Man,
Them,
it's crazy.
I call them shims.
Yeah, shims?
Shims.
Shims? Yeah.
Yeah, shims. She him.
Jim, yeah. Yeah. What did I call them? Dude, chick? Dudes? No, chudes. Chudes. Chick dude. Chudes. Yep. I want to know about their thong underwear because it's obviously they're wearing T-back underwear. Now, is there a special man version of these T-back underwear to keep the nuggets inside? I would have overhang on either side of the strap, you know? I gotta find out. That's why I want them to join me in these lives.
Hey, buddy, that's TMI.
I got a lot of questions in regards to these T-backs they're wearing.
Hey, they're experts at packing it in there.
Are they taping that shit?
I don't know.
I don't. And the nugs. As you get older, your nugs hang, right? Do they shave them off? They get sack reduction? They get ball removal? I mean, I got a lot of questions here. Crazy.
You need to do a blog on that.
I need to do a blog on that. Yes,
Hey,
I know.
How do you pack all that
I
shit
know.
in there?
Let's get some
And walk
visuals.
around.
Let me see. Lift that skirt up.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in there.
And you're walking around and it's such a beautiful ass. How do you do
Exactly.
that? And you
Are
look
you-
down a little bit lower and you can't
Yes.
see anything kind of...
Are you working out or is all
Bundle up.
cosmetic surgery here?
You don't really see anything
Right.
protruding. Is that the right word?
Right,
A
right.
little extra maybe
Right.
hanging down there.
Try not to laugh. I still have that scratchy throat. But yeah, absolutely. Brian Quigley, Sub Delicious, closed 2010. Phillies opened 2010. Okay. Yeah, my memory fuzz to be not sure the place. 2009. Sub Delicious name, and that was our. Good morning, Chubs. Dean Keehee. Good morning, Dean. Vehicle Mundo, yeah, I just didn't call it tab. I called it my yearly tag. Veteran, I was free plates. Nice. Free plates for veterans. Thomas Vaughn. I'm pretty sure Phillies was called Dee Dee's Pizza back in the late 80s. Pizza sucked, but the pancit was really good. Nice. Going to be doing live on TikTok soon as I get 2,000 followers. I'm at 1,750 so far. Nice. TikTok. I missed the Roadhouse Club it had the Thunderstruck dance about every hour. Roadhouse Club that had the Thunderstruck. Is that like a male hostel bar, JR, that you were frequenting? Kidding. Or Thunderstruck. Roadhouse Club. Too much information. Q's like, yeah, quit ducking balls, nipping sacks. We need a Chad Ladyboy deep investigation video like 60 Minutes style. Yes, I know. Absolutely, I do.
That gets you a bunch of views.
It would. It would. Old Wiggle Wiggle would have been all open to that. And even Steph I don't see around here as much these days. It's like a whole new influx of ladyboys that are around here. I'm not interested, but I am curious, Dean. Yeah, I think we're all a little curious. Don't be afraid of ladyboys. There's nothing intimidating. Everybody has their own whatever. A lot of people hate them because they don't understand it. And that happens a lot with things that people don't understand or they just hate on it. So, Professor, good morning, Chad. Member and chat, whoop whoop. Yes, Professor, longtime Chub Club member. I appreciate you. I wish I would have been at TR's birthday party at MGC last Sunday. But again, we play this Sunday at MGC at 6:30. Party will be rocking at 8:30, 9 o'clock when the whole ABC crew comes over. If you guys want to see some nuttiness, come to MGC about 8:30 or 9 p.m. Just watched an Angeles video from 2010. Yeah, Phillies was Sub Delicious back then. Not interested either, but Wiggle Wiggle was attractive. Yes, Wiggle Wiggle was attractive. You know, I'm not attracted to a ladyboys, but it makes me wonder, how do they do that? Do they work out specific areas of their body to make their body look that way? So many questions. So many police these days. Constantly walking by here these days. It's good to see. Hammer's got some more customers. Korean. A couple, 3 Koreans and an expat. Oh, and that woman sitting far over there. Huh. Oh, inside too. Getting to be more customers. Chuck W, maybe a tea-back banana hammock. Yeah, see, I gotta know. It's so thin, that material down there around the ball area. It just doesn't work for me. It's crazy. Woo-wee. Dee Pizza was there. South Drugstore is now across from MC Cafe, Mind Control. There is still a DD's Pizza in Daou, close to the intersection of the bus terminal. DD Pizza. Secret sausage lovers here in AC. Brad Blakely, absolutely, there is a market. These ladyboys wouldn't be around here if there wasn't a market. Hey, to each their own. You like sausage? Eat sausage. I'm not even continue with that line of thought. Envy has a house and lot back then too. Oh, yes. Met a friend at university with a ladyboy from Peru, was a very nice person. Yes, they are nice people. They are nice. Patrick Tarr, good morning, Chad. I made it back to Nebraska. Patrick, that's the teeth attorney. The spectacular teeth. Bring me some of those teeth. Patrick, made it back to Nebraska. I'm still willing to be your bar review correspondent. Yes, but you may need someone else to be your ladyboy correspondent. I'll take care of the ladyboy interviews and conversations. You can be the bar correspondent when you get back here, Patrick. Good to hear you made it back to Nebraska. That's a boring state. We tried to figure out the hot spots. I'm just joking with you. Every state has its committed residents and everything. I'm sure just like anywhere in the world, you can find things to do, and it will be everything that you want it to be wherever you're at in the world. You just need to adjust. Koreans just keep showing up, van after van after van. Heading to breakfast buffet with my gal Toodles. Harangue. See you, my friend. Thanks for chiming in. Just admire the beauty of the ladyboys. I'm sure it's a lot of work. Oh my, I can't imagine. Again, there. So many questions. Scamper us. Traveling around Luzon will take up a lot of time, kilometers, lots of people, lots to see, that's for sure, before you head out to the islands and further islands. Yes, absolutely. It's the biggest island here. You know, there's many hours to get to the northern parts, to the western and eastern parts, but I want to see it. I want to see these places. I want to meet the peoples there. I want to see the culture. I think we all do. Dinky, thanks. I'm sitting here alone laughing. You know what's up, yeah. Laughing my you know what's up. Yes. Phil Sheena, your shower with them. Then the sausage appears. Yikes, yeah. I'll tell you a story here in a second. Am I all caught up? 17-6 Seahawks. Thomas Vaughn sword fight, like saber battle. One blogger went on a date with a ladyboy and got like 2 million views. Lots of people are curious about ladies' rights, especially in Thailand. Yes, they are. Chubs team in Bangkok, great Thailand, ladyboys versus Philippines ladyboys. The Thailand ones were hard to figure out. Here you kind of know. Not all of them. Some of them are just knockouts. Thailand's tougher to distinguish. So, I don't know. They sure are shapely and beautiful here. There, I didn't have enough time to really check out and to figure out. Too many guys, too much fun. Good morning, Neil McLaughlin. Good morning, Chad. Just sent you a bit of Phillies history on your private chat. Good. It's too long for the chat here, and maybe I'll just not clever enough. All right, well, thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Ladyboys. Boy, we're talking a lot about ladyboys, but I have a gentleman stop through. Oh, I see it right there. It was Subdelicious prior to that. Okay, I'll read that later on, but there was a gentleman here that I met in MGC. It said he had one hell of a night the day before. what he had done is he picked up 2 freelance ladyboys here in town, took them back to his room. He's not gay, he's not interested in anything like that, but he wanted to see ladyboy on ladyboy action. So the first ladyboy stripped and had a little tallywhacker. Second ladyboy stripped, the shorter of the 2, and was hung like a horse. So he said, you're going to be the receiver and you're going to be the giver. And he said he sat back and laughed his ass off. Now, I don't know if he was making that shit up or what, but he paid for 2 ladyboys and had ladyboy and ladyboy action while he watched. First time I had ever heard anything about that or like that. Not something I'd be interested in seeing. The story was a fun one though to hear, especially the size and the performance and whatever else, which I won't go into any more detail about. But what the F, right? What is going on here? I guess if that's something on your bucket list, you're that curious. Not on my list. Never. Just information is all I want to know. Woo! Crazy. Sounds gay to me, Bob Barker. Absolutely. Absolutely. Weird. Strange. He was one of those weekend millionaires come to town. There's something behind all that made him want to do something like that. So it's okay. To each their own again. He was pole vaulter for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he had to have been. In fact, he wasn't interested. Now that I think about it, he comes in and he was more interested in talking to me than he was to look at the girls in MGC. And some of the girls in MGC are rather beautiful. I can look now and I can mix and mingle and buy ladies' drinks, and I like that. So maybe you're all right. Maybe he was a sword fighter, a fencer, maybe he was gay. Right. Same thing, you don't have to try yourself, you can take others' words for it. Yes, absolutely. Focus on Asia, I agree. If the price was right, he would have been right in there with them. Yes, yes, yes. Man. Some people are just curious, like people who bar find little people. Yeah, true. Strange bucket list. At least you have something to puke in. Yeah, true, Chuck. Crazy. See Nicole over here entertaining some new people in town. Yeah. She's smiling and having a good time. I wonder how long that'll last. We'll be able to keep track of her over the years and see how things progress. Wish her well. All too often, some of these girls just go downhill very fast. Nicole's obviously gained 15 pounds in the last few months. Fun gal. We'll see. The Three Musketeers minus Portos. Yes, Professor. Hello from my mom's basement, international jerker. Wow, from my mom's basement, guys. Streets dry, rain stopped. It's gotten a little brighter out. So maybe it'll just be a drizzly day like this and overcast. That's fine. At least the sun being out would bring on another 10 degrees temperature and make it unbearable. I don't mind overcast during rainy season. Just don't like rain constantly all day like it's been for a few days this week. It's depressing. Dean Key, congrats on 20 years. Thank you. Tell your mom to make us Some mac and cheese. Yeah. What's the bar fine for ladyboys in Angeles? Is it like 2,000 pesos compared to 5,000 pesos for girls? You might take a second look at the ladyboys. Yeah, I think it's like 2,000. Everything's negotiable here. Freelancers are usually 2,000. They ask for 3, maybe settle on 2. Some of them I've heard it's like 500 pesos. So depends on the quality and whatever. Performance, yeah. Yeah. Attitude, yep. Unfortunately, some of these freelancers have got into the shabus and the drugs and drinking, and some don't have teeth. They have a tooth. Yeah. One tooth. They've gone downhill very fast. That's kind of what I'm speaking about with Nicole. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope she doesn't do this for very long. What's your plans for Halloween? I'll be on Red Street. It's always a fun, interactive place. We can video the whole thing. A lot of kids, a lot of costumes, a lot of fun. So that's the Halloween that I've done the last few years. They should change Red Street to Cargo Shorts Street. There you go. Yeah, a lot of cargo shorts these days. A lot of zippered and button pockets. I have plenty of pairs of cargo shorts. It's a good way to carry your shit on lockdown. And you're safe. I have golf shorts on to go along with the golf shirt to represent the USA versus Europe Ryder Cup right now. And I don't like having only 2 front pockets and 2 back pockets. One pocket on the back has a button, so I can lock down my billfold, but even that can be pickpocketed pretty easily, pretty quickly. Zippered pockets or Velcro pockets are safer. So yeah, cargo shorts. I'm sure, Professor, you don't have any cargo shorts. I don't even know if you wear shorts. You're always dressed to the T in suits and expensive sweatsuits, beautiful attire. International visitor, she's not with us anymore, Pop. Oh, Tom W., no starfish for me. I've heard that terminology lately, starfish. Just kind of lay there like a starfish. Bob Barker, 2,000 pesos up front, 10,000 pesos after they rob you. Yes. Bill Sheenas, for the life of me, I don't trust any freelancers. Right. That's just it. Don't trust anybody. Well, there goes Junior Bobber. He's getting bigger. He's getting bigger. Man. He usually circles around for his 20 pesos. Yells at me. I think he knows my name. He says something strange that resembles my name, but yeah, like he's saying, don't trust any of these freelancers. They could come back at you and extort somehow. Whereas bar fine is much safer in the bars, because you have a little security there with mama sons and bar owners and all. Yeah. The mustache. Dean, maybe a guy named Frank with a mustache, yes. Way where you don't like gummy BJ's, grandma style? Yeah. No. No cargo shorts, 1 pair of pants. There you go, Professor. There you go. Styling. That guy is always styling. Looking good, looking good. Dressed like a cookie on Halloween. People ask why, and you know what the answer is. Yeah. Hector Guba. Anecdotes, chubs, will you be doing a Halloween candy give out again? No, I don't hand out candy on Halloween. It can get dangerous and crazy. You have a bag, you will have so many people following you and grabbing at you. You hand a couple pieces of candy out, you get 3,000 kids up your ass in a matter of seconds, and they won't leave you alone. No, I'm a spectator rather than a giver that day. There's plenty of others that give, like Mike and Arlen from Our Philippines Journey. He does that every year. Good for him. I just, no. I think we tried one time the first year. We had given out some candy, and it just got to be dangerous and crazy. It got out of control too fast. So, won't be handing out candy, no. Where are we at? 101 people, 77 thumbs ups. 105 minutes. We'll go about another 15 minutes. We'll call it quits. It's good to see that the sun is out. Not the sun is out, but it's not raining. It's getting a little brighter. My motorbike's at a point where I need to go get an oil change. I might do that this afternoon. 1,600 kilometers goes by very fast these days. The amount that I put on my motorbike. My car I've owned for several years and I've only put about 6,000 kilometers on it. My motorbike, I've doubled or tripled the mileage that I bought it with. Professor, yay, thank you. I try on my fixed income. Yeah, right on, Professor. You may be scary vampire, zombie mask for Halloween. Chubs gets the other. There we go. Wayward's bringing some masks. Hang on, you want to be on? Do us a dance. Yeah, Nicole. She's all happy. She's got a pocket full of money. I think that's what that smile is. I got a pocket full of money.
Is that our best friend down there?
Yeah, I think so.
You can interview Shem there.
Yeah, that one's pretty scary looking.
How do you get that? It is kind of scary though.
Yeah. Okay, here we'll get Nicole walking by. Nicole, say hi. You're on. Okay. Yeah. She's got smiles. Got a pocket full of money. What are you doing smoking, girl? Not a good habit.
What'd you do with the 20 pesos? Bought cigarette?
How much does a cigarette cost? 20? 20? 10? Oh,
I
wow.
gave you 20 pesos, you bought 2 cigarettes, right? So I'm contributing to your bad habits.
Yeah. We were there. I was there. Smoking, drinking, chasing, pushing the limits. It's kind of why I was called Wild Child. That's kind of the dub C, is I was a rather wild child back in high schools and college. I was the one who always pushed the limits. I'll show you how to do this. You live, you learn. You grow up, you grow out. So. 1,600 kilometers between oil changes. Wow, that's short. Yeah, that's kind of what they recommend. Plus, you're running those things in such high temperatures around here usually. You don't really have wide open too often. A lot of stop and go. Preventative, believe me, that motorbike of mine's been a awesome thing. I want to keep that running before I need to replace it, run it into the ground. So as cheap as it is to maintain motorbikes here, we'll keep that thing going. We'll keep it healthy as long as possible. And the place I go, they're rather honest. I've been thinking I've needed a belt replacement for how many times have I visited them now, and they take it all apart and they check and they're honest and they say, nope, not this time, nope, not this time. I appreciate that. But I have replaced certain things like clutches and brakes and clutch springs and other things for performance value. I'll go do my oil change and my gear lube change. Have them check the coolant. There's a coolant, there's a radiator on that. I don't know if it's a radiator, but there's coolants in there. Have them check the belt. Clean it all up, clean it out. And it'll be just good to go see those guys again. It's been a long time. Look at this guy, happy as a lark. He's got his beautiful young woman here. So happy. I love you. I love you. I paid a lot of money for you. 20-6 Seattle over Cardinal, 9:33 left. Okay. I'm gonna be the zombie. All right, that works. As a kid, I was always the daredevil, jumping my BMX bike on ramps, jumping off buildings, or exploring the neighborhood. There you go, Wayward. We would go on vacation. In Minnesota, there's so many lakes. We'd go from our lake home to a different lake cabin resort, and we'd bring my BMX, and of course there'd always be the Chad, go jump your bike into the lake time. Fresh water, you didn't have to worry about rusting shit out too early. So I'd get all the other kids and we'd always jump the bikes into the lake. It was a lot of fun to watch. Safe, you didn't get hurt. Yeah. And the air filter, yes, they do clean out the air filters, and those are very cheap as well. Is the Moon Bar close to Wild Orchid? No, Moon Bar is on the other side of MacArthur Highway. While it's probably like a 10-minute walk from Wild Orchid, but you got to go across MacArthur Highway down towards Diamond Subdivision. Yes, so it's not very far. It's not very far. 10-minute walk. So when in your next tie your mother down trip? So when is your next tie your mother down trip? I'd like to go in when it's not so hot there. So maybe around the holidays I'll go back and visit Thailand. Mix that into some of the travels around here. Yes. So within the next year, I'll probably go back to Thailand a couple times. Go see it by myself or with less men. Yes, yes, yes. Look at little cute buns, sweet buns.
We got the white pants.
Yep. I don't mind the white pants. Looks good. Your thoughts on foreigners? Curtis Nelson, yes, okay, chubs. English, Angel of Justice. What are your thoughts on foreigners coming to Angela City and exploiting the boroughs because they are in bad situations and need money? There's a lot of that. There's a lot of guys that come over here and treat these girls like shit. A lot of these girls are very nervous, young, inexperienced. One of the girls I had met said that there was a foreigner that she had been bar fighting from and took her back to the room. He didn't want to wear a condom. She wanted him to. He pushed her, freaked her out. She left. She ran out of there. The bar understood it, and they didn't give the guy back his money because he had got aggressive with her. So I don't like that when these foreigners come. The Koreans, I've heard, are very nice. They have money. They're quick. They're respectful. They buy meals. Some of the other people here, other foreigners and expats, try to get these girls so intoxicated. I don't know what that is. Why they feel they need to have these girls pass out limits. But I don't like that. I don't like when these guys treat these girls like shit. I don't like these foreigners and expats that come to town here and talk a good talk. They just talk disrespectful, egotistical. I don't know. No, I don't agree with that. Vehicle Mudo. I would pedal my bike as fast as I could into a snowbank and fly off on purpose. Yes. Yes. I could see you doing that, Marcus. I could see you burying your bike and doing a flip into the snow and laughing. We did a bunch of that in college too. We were pretty drunk, but we would jump off the snowbanks. We had that 48-inch snowstorm on Halloween of 1991 in the college town that I went to. Believe me, we had a lot of fun because they actually shut down college the second time since it had ever been open. Minnesota doesn't like to shut down colleges. Schools, they'll do days off now and then because of heat and snowstorms and ice. colleges, usually not. Curtis Nelson, sorry, think of Ocean Bar. Wayward, can't wait to get to England City. Haven't been there since 23. Ralph, hi bud, what are your thoughts on having an attorney or retainer there? Yeah, the attorney that I use, they wanted to charge me at least 15 or 20,000 a month for a retainer, and I wasn't cool with that. So if I ever need, it'll just be case by case. But that's some of those assurances or insurances that you come here from the States with, where you think you need to have everything available to you just in case, when it's kind of a waste of money, to tell you the truth. I don't think you need to worry about things like that. In the States, they make you think that you need to have pills constantly, that you need to have everything that you own insured, you need to have so much things. They just force it down your throat. Here, you realize some of those things you don't need to worry about. You don't need to have that kind of stuff. Well, I practiced 2 months to be able to do a charity background. Diego cities are dying slow death, and those that can't see. We're talking about slow death here in Angeles. It's a slow death for the American military history, guys, and all that. This is the Koreans' time, you guys. Let them have it. Let them clean it up and advance it and do whatever they want to do. The Americans' glory time is over, and we all know that, so let that be. Just realize that and accept it. That's just the way of the world right now. Everybody and everything changes. A lot of people can't handle the changes and let go of the past. Focus. I've been to Thailand over 10 times. Bangkok this weekend. Dan Soy, we'll see you, my friend. We'll see you. Greetings from Seattle. Mick Tran. Hello, Mick Tran from Seattle. Professor, I saw that sinkhole. I watched all those videos. That is a crazy situation right now with that sinkhole. Man, how scary would that be? Thank God nobody got hurt. Maybe a couple vehicles got damaged and all. I don't know how they're gonna fix something like that. Those supports, those pilings that they have underneath some of those hotels or buildings that it eroded underneath, did what they needed to do. That's a good thing. These buildings didn't fall into the abyss. Dwayne Edwards, yes, so true. Ralph, the thought of having some Filipina placing a false claim against you is disturbing. Yes, it is. Seahawks 20, Cardinals 13, 550. Wow. I hope the Cardinals come back and win. I see they benched Russell Wilson from the Giants, underperforming. A couple quarterbacks have been benched now. Mick Tran, hello Mick Tran. Best place I've partied ever was Prague, Czech Republic. See you next month, Mick. All right, right on. Okay, we're at 1 minute or 1 hour 19. No, we're at 1 hour 59. There we go. Again, if you guys don't know, golf, USA versus Europe, and the Ryder's Cup is happening right now as we speak. I think it kicks off. What the hell day is it? Maybe they've already been playing, but that's going on this weekend. Saturday, tomorrow here at the Cityfront Mall, there's supposed to be a car show. I don't know if it's actually happening or where they're going to have the car shows, but if you're in town and you're looking for something to do, maybe swing by the City Front Mall and see the cars if they are available. Check out the mall to see what shops are now in there. It's limited, but it's gaining more and more traction. Other than that, I don't know of anything around town. Sunday afternoons at the rooftop of ABC, they have the pool parties, the beer pong tournaments. Usually that crowd comes over to MGC after that whole thing. So, you know of anything around town, MacDo, that's going on?
Well, Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Well, Wednesday and I went to it last Wednesday in La Bamba.
Yeah.
I've been to so many of them.
Did you go out last night? Thursday night? Thursdays are pretty busy.
I did Mongolian barbecue down in Margarita Station.
Margarita Station, they got that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I've done that once. That was very good.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yes, Thursday and Saturdays. Mongolian barbecue. How much is it? 600?
That might be about $3.90.
Oh, that's
Pretty
great.
reasonable.
You weigh portion out your meat. You add all the vegetables and sauces you want. They cook it right in front of you.
You can put as much in that bowl as you can.
Yeah, as much as you can get in there. It's very good. Mongolian barbecue at the Margarita Station Thursdays and Saturdays, everyone. So, all right, let me say my goodbyes. Where we're not into partying anymore. For English, not doing it for me. Much better than in Thailand. Is Travis Kelce out at KC? I don't know. He hasn't been performing. I think JR has him on his team, and that's my quarterback. Quarterback's been getting me points I need, but Kelce might be hit and miss. There is a phone snatching due to some time today. What other events? Okay, later, man. Dwayne, all in the chat. Have a good morning. Everybody out there, anybody and everybody who's chimed in this morning, thank you for showing up again. We're still at 87 and 82 thumbs up. That's a good turnout. When football and golf and everything else is on, my demographics still reveal that I'm about 55% US-based subscribers, followers. Thank you to everybody who's chimed in. Fridays and Mondays, you will catch me doing a live here at Phillies. Pre-weekend and post-weekend, talking about what's coming up and how the weekend went. Stay tuned for videos all week long regarding different things. I need to get back into some housing. Todd, let's talk Monday, Tuesday, and line something up. We'll get into a hotel here soon. We haven't been able to see one of those lately. Hello, how are you? So, thank you, everybody. It's my 2-hour window. People are yelling and screaming at me, so I gotta go. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. MacDo kind of looks like the actor Bruce McGill. Bruce McGill. I don't know who Bruce McGill is.
I have to look that one up.
We're going to have to look that up and see who Bruce is. But all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.